Hold on. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Reality Is, where words do come to life. Well, as I say, and I say over and over again, every time I receive some information of what's happening in Cook County Jail, I'm going to address it. I'm pulling the shades, I'm opening the curtains, I'm opening the blinds, I'm cracking the box, I'm pulling the tape off the box, I'm pulling from the top and the bottom. I'm opening the doors. Understand me? I'm pulling the rug from under y'all elected officials, especially you, Tom Dark, especially you, Tony Prepwinkle, because your names are the two names that's outside on California on that big old thing outside. Tom Dark, Sheriff Department, Tony Prepwinkle, Cook County Board President. And you've been a little quiet, Miss Prepwinkle. I wonder why. Well, the first thing I'm going to say is it's very hostile on the inside of Cook County. And I'm sure you all are very much aware, as your workers are aware. And you know what gets me the most is when your sheriffs complain just as much as the inmates, there is a problem. And the state's attorney office, Tom Dart, and Tony Prepwinkle, and Pritzker, you all are very much aware of what's going on. I'm gonna say that. Then I'm gonna move on to something else. But we still talking about Cook County Jail. So here is something else because I went down to the Chief Justice office, where there's a young lady that works in by the name of Del Reese. And I asked them about the medical conditions of inmates in Cook County. And one of the ladies in there said that their department makes sure that those inmates get what they need as it relates to medical issues. But I found out today that there is an inmate in Division 11 that has cancer. And he was supposed to have an appointment yesterday, but somehow or another, you all missed the appointment. But you on your P's and Q's, so you say. Now today, he's barely able to walk, and he's in so much pain. Now, if something was to happen to him, his mother does not live here. She's out of state. If something was to happen to him, how are you all going to address this? How are you going to fix it up? What are you going to say? He did something to himself in the cell? Or it was an accident? Or whatever? See, you want to lock individuals behind these walls, but you don't want to provide them what they need. You don't want to do that. Kim Fox, you are just as much to blame for this because this child has been sitting there 3 years without an innocent or guilty plea. And you know why they've been sitting there? Because your damn state's attorney, won't call her name, has been stalling the process. And here's what I have a problem with. When you go before these judges, they tell you they don't know the story. They haven't read the story. They haven't read the file. So if you haven't read the file, you don't know the story. You don't know the ins and outs of the story. How do you hold somebody that long when you don't have no evidence? You haven't read nothing. You haven't seen nothing. How do you label individuals as being something when you haven't read anything, you haven't seen anything, and you don't know the facts of the story? How does the state's attorney office make a plea for somebody who's standing before a judge and you don't have all the facts neither? My problem with this is you lock these people up. You all, behind those walls are very unsanitary, nasty. Now here you have an inmate that's sitting in there that is sick. And when I was going to these meetings before COVID hit really hard, I was told that these inmates was getting good medical care. Now, if the person that's in there has cancer and they're not getting good medical care, how does it add up? Because it's not adding up to me. And if something happens to this young man, how are you going to explain this to his mother? Again, you all are heartless, you all are cruel, you are mean, and you are evil as hell. And what you allow to happen inside those walls, you would not want nobody to do that to your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather, not even to your child. This system is so flawed, so broken. It is ridiculous how disconnected it is. It only works for white people. That's all it worked for. And you may say, you always talk about white people. Well, hell, let's call a thing a thing. It's the truth. And what we need to stop doing is sugarcoating it. Again, per Kim Fox, the statistical data, this is Kim Fox data, not mine. If she says 90% in there are black and brown, that only leaves 10%. That's it. That's a small, minute number. So you telling me that the only people that commit crimes is black and brown individuals? That's a lie. Y'all commit crimes every day. Let me tell you how I know that's a lie. When you as a state's attorney, when you as a judge, when you as a public defender, when you as a police officer say that somebody has done something they did not do to get you some brownie points, that's a lie. And when you lie, what y'all call in court is called perjury, right? Ain't that a crime? Yes, it is. When you falsely accuse somebody of something without all the facts, that's a lie. Ain't that a crime? When you uphold something that you know your decision is wrong and you try to make it right, that's a crime, right? So in sense, the judge, the state's attorney, the public defender, the police officers are criminals. So we should lock y'all asses up too. See, you want to justify things. You want to make it fit in the box in which you think it should fit. But that's not how that goes. If y'all going to say we should stick to the books of the law, then damn it, stick to the books of the law. Be fair across the board. If a white person is caught on video doing something, lock their asses up too. Let them sit there for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years before you bring their asses to trial. But no, you don't do that. You give them special meals. You give them even on videos. And then the other white people chip in to help get them out. No matter how high the bond is. But when it comes down to the black and brown, we gotta be guilty. We had to have done it. That's stereotyping. That's what that is. And I'm telling you, if we didn't have camera phones, we will be fighting until Jesus comes to prove that we are innocent. And I'm going to go back to when we see us. Those five boys that y'all stole their lives. When y'all had the person who did the crime and y'all didn't give a damn about, you knew that they was innocent. You stole those boys' lives. And y'all been stealing lives ever since. It ain't just starting in 2021. This ain't nothing new. This has been going on for a long time. You stole the black man from his home, put him on the auction block, put some metal around his neck, put metal around his ankles, and sold them to somebody else. So you trade those metals around the neck and the ankle, and you trade them for a one-piece jumpsuit with a docket number on it. That's what you have done. And then y'all want to see him pat y'all damn selves on the back. Why? You take an oath of office, but you're not honoring that oath of office. So y'all ass should be arrested for that too. Because you lied. That's perjury. That's taking office under false pretenses. Yeah, I ain't no a lawyer. I understand that. But I know what the hell I'm talking about. And you do too. So when you sit that robe on, you sit behind that bench, you're supposed to be neutral. You're supposed to listen to both sides and analyze it as such. And you're supposed to make your final words on facts. not to sit in the seat of a judge and I want to see how many black and brown people I can lock up so I can earn me some points as a judge who lock up as many black and brown people as they can. And then you want to turn around and flip it and make it seem like, you know, black and browns are the one who's out here committing the most crime. Hell, look, white folks embezzle. Ain't that a crime? Y'all good at it too. And get a slap on the wrist when you do it. Y'all find people, you con them out of money. And you don't get locked up for that. There's people that's been in the school system, that Barbara Byrne Bennett, she went in there and ripped off Chicago public school system. Nobody never heard whether she got locked up or not. But if it had been another person who was a little bit darker, y'all throw them up under the jail. You just had a damn president, number 45, the biggest liar, manipulator, deceiver, crook that ever walked, and y'all sucked it up with no problem. No matter what he said, whether it was right or wrong, you was okay with it. Caught on video, talk about, you know, because of who he was, he can grope people. And y'all like that. You know why? Because he's the color of your skin. So y'all think y'all privileged to do what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it. For people that you don't even like. You don't like when we move in your neighborhoods. You don't like when we come in your stores. You don't like when we date your men and your women. But yet and still, the same people you don't like, the same people you try to imitate forever and a day. Get y'all ass on the beach in a suntan bed and try to get the darkest skin that you can ever get. For people that you don't like. And I don't understand. I don't get it whatsoever. So I'm saying this again. That boy needs medical care. Like yesterday. And how the hell y'all missed his appointment, I don't understand. I don't. But I'm telling you, if something happens to that child, it's on record. It's on this video that he was sick. Everybody will know about it. Now, y'all say y'all do certain things. We're going to put it to the test and we're going to see what you do. We're not going along with what we're working on. No, do something, damn it. Like yesterday. We don't need no more listening tours. We don't need no more round tables, which y'all want to talk about. And then you know you're not going to do nothing before you even get your ass to the table. You ain't finna do nothing. We holding y'all butts to the fire. And Priska, I understand that you want to run again. But baby, let me tell you, this round ain't going to be as easy as you think. COVID is not going to be your saving grace because there's so much more that's going on that you need to fix. So much more. To our president that sits in the United States, we need some laws too to protect us. To our Senate and our congressmen, black people need protection too. Black and brown. Y'all protect the Asians. They got a hate law. Where's our protection? We good enough to breastfeed your kids. We good enough to cook for your kids, clean your house. We good enough to build a White House and all that good stuff. But we ain't good enough to be treated fairly. We're not. When statistical data, and I'm going to repeat this again, states that 90% in our prison system is black and brown, that's a problem right there. When statistical data per Kim Fox says that 50% in there are innocent, that's a problem. That's a problem. Then you wonder why people come out mentally challenged, because you keep somebody confined up for so long, it mess with their minds. They come out different than when they was in there. There are a lot of people in there you all know that's been wrongfully convicted, but because they hung with Billy Bob, and Billy Bob was the person who did all the stuff, and they had no idea what Billy Bob did, y'all just locked them up too for being associated with Billy Bob, knowing full well that child didn't have no record whatsoever. They just happened to get in Billy Bob's car because they think Billy Bob is a good guy, and they have no idea. But yet and still, you put them in the same boat with Billy Bob, and then you put them behind these doors and try to make them tell on Billy Bob, but they don't know nothing to tell on Billy Bob because they don't know Billy Bob in that manner. They know Billy Bob in another manner. So everybody that hang out with people are not criminals. Everybody hangs out with individuals, don't know everything about a person's background because everybody don't tell everything about themselves. You all know that. You got some friends that's been locked up in jail. You got some judges that didn't lie. They didn't got caught up. You got some congressmen, some senators got caught up. You got some lawyers that got caught up. Hmm? Who? You got governors that got caught up. Yeah, very much so. So y'all manipulate the system to work for you. And then you think you 10 cents slick. And again, how you all get off of it? You call in your favors. That's what you do. You call in your favors. You call in your favorite judge. You call the state's attorney office. You call everybody you know to use your brownie points and get them favors. So you don't have to be bothered. Right? Because remember, he may not like this. LaShawn Ford was going to get caught up too. But amazingly, whatever happened, he didn't. So somebody called in some favors somewhere. Understand what I'm saying? So don't act like y'all innocent and your life is squeaky clean. Because it's not. We've all done something. The only difference is we didn't get caught. That's it. We didn't lie. Again, that's a crime. And y'all take an oath of office. You put your hands on the Bible and everything else, and you don't do nothing what's inside that from Genesis to Revelation. Y'all been manipulating, deceiving, causing people, you're a stumbling block to people. You're prejudging people without all the facts. And you've been stealing lives from black and brown for over 400 plus years. And you're still stealing lives. So believe me when I say, Tom Dart, Tony Prepwinkle, Tom Dart, don't come back on nobody's news media talk about the conditions of Cook County Jail and how you working really hard. It's not as bad because you a bald-faced lie. You're a liar. And I'm going to tell you right here, look at this screen and see me when I say you're lying. Tony Prepwinkle, you be quiet. You been quiet. Good thing. But you need to take your name off the kiosk outside of California too, because you just as much accountable. We ain't sugarcoating this stuff no more. That boy's sick. He has cancer. He has cancer. And it's sad that you all don't care. Kim Fox is your fault. Because you could have been cleared up the case a long time ago. But y'all choose to stall it for 3 years. If you ain't got evidence in 6 months to a year, you ain't got no case. You don't have no case. But see, it's a mental thing. Because y'all trying to break them men down. That's what you try to do. You try to make it seem like they did something, and when they tell you they innocent, you all don't want to believe. But you got the facts that prove that they was innocent. But you don't want to believe it. Chief Judge Timothy Evans, you just as much as fault too. Because you over the judges. Allow it. You yes. And if there's a judge sitting on the seat that takes their seat and use it for selfish gain without honoring the oath of office, their asses should be removed from the seat. They benefits should be taken and they should be locked up. I'm just saying. Because if we did something that was out of order, the first thing you want to do is lock me up. Throw me up under the jail for whatever I would have done. So the same thing should be done to you elected officials when you don't do your job and you lie. You don't honor your oath of office and you steal and you cheat. Because y'all some thieves, because y'all stealing people's lives. And you know you should let them go. So again, I don't know how you sleep at night. Kim Fox, you said you was from Cabrini Green. I can't tell. Because you act like you was from a privileged neighborhood. I can't tell. So don't you get on no more platforms talk about where you came from and you understand the needs of the people because you don't get it. But you gonna get it because I'm gonna help you get it. Understand when I say get your office in order, get your people in order, and do right. Transparency is what we need. No more lies, no more manipulation, no more stalling, more being deceitful. Y'all got everything y'all need. Close them damn cases and let them people go home. Let them go home. You are causing problems in the household. You're causing it. You ain't helping it. So don't blame it on the black and brown man on the street, because a lot of them people in there got good records. Good records. And the last time I checked, defending yourself was not a crime. Not at all. Because if somebody come after you, you're going to defend yourself too. How about that? And these private attorneys is racking up money and draining families dry. And you all are pushing that financial strain. You're pushing that hardship when you stall the process. I'm telling you, from the White House all the way down to the local government, everybody is at fault. Everybody. This land ain't free. We don't abide by no laws up in here. We ain't got no rights. Rights is contingent on the color of your skin, not the content of your character. Hello, somebody. You gotta take that, swallow it, digest it, and let it marinate for a minute. Think about it. All right. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We'll be talking again.